Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This has to be the most fascinating Nordstrom Trunk Club unboxing I have ever done, mainly because of the massive difference in price points between each of these items. We start at $30 and go all the way up to $1,200. It is crazy. So the first thing they sent me was this dress from Reformation. Now, this is a brand I'm super interested in learning more about. This is a mini style dress, and can we just talk about how perfect this pink tone is for the fall season? It is the most gorgeous, dusty pink shade I think I've ever seen. Of course, the smocking continues to be a huge trend, as is that squared off neckline. You do have this really pretty lace and ruffle detailing throughout, right along the edge of the sleeves and also at the edge of the collar. The cotton is extremely thin. That is one thing I'll say about Reformation, is their cotton clothing tends to be so delicate and extremely thin, so keep that in mind if you tend to be like a bull in a china shop when you're getting dressed, which is how I am. It fits very well through the body. My complaint with this dress is the sleeves. They have so much volume to them that they just do not want to stay up in your shoulders. It kind of drives you crazy, to the point where I thought if this were a garment I were going to be keeping, I would just resign myself to the fact that this was going to be an off-the-shoulder dress. But super fun to try. If you guys are new to my channel, I have been, over like the past year and a half, flipping all synthetics out of my closet in favor of natural fibers. So I'm always asking my stylist to please concentrate on 100% cotton or linen clothing or cotton linen blend, and they always deliver. So the next top they sent was this. I would categorize this as something I'd wear kind of like for an athleisure vibe. Not something I'm going to be keeping, but very interesting with the price point nonetheless, because you don't see a lot from Free People rolling out under the $30 mark. Of course, it has that mock neck. I think this is also a beautiful shade of pink. It's very cozy on, and then it does have the longer cuff, which I like. It adds distinction to this garment. I'm just not a fan of mock neck. I recently discovered that. I don't like mock necks, and I don't typically like turtlenecks. But in any event, it's super cute. Like I said, if you're just looking for like a laid back athleisure vibe that you can still wear out and not feel like you just rolled out of bed. One of the most interesting pieces my stylist included in this trunk was this 100% cotton top here. Now, I have to tell you, this price point on this had me totally confused. It is a very pretty timeless style. It's a gorgeous shade of ivory, another squared off neckline. It does have functional buttons down the front. Nonetheless, it is a beautiful top, and I do like the fact that it's something that you can throw on with like a simple pair of jeans and look absolutely amazing. So talk about super delicate clothing. Oh my goodness, this little girl here is about as thin as a piece of Kleenex. I was literally like gingerly putting it on, worried it was going to tear at any moment. In fact, the tag even says basically like, I'm very delicate, be careful with me. But I do love the fact that it has that texture for the fall season, which is nice. Feels super good on the body. It is so amazingly soft. And of course, that neutral color just looks great with everything. There's nothing crazy going on with this top. It's just a classic short sleeve knit that's great for the fall season. It's just that closet staple, although a pricey one, that's going to look amazing with anything. So I will give it that. So the first thing I styled it with was this linen skirt they sent me. Now I have to tell you, the shade of this totally threw me off. I am finding I do not like clothing that has a yellow undertone to it. And this is a khaki that most certainly does, almost to the point where it's kind of garish. I don't know if it's picking up on camera. Also, it has very strange pleating that does not want to lay right no matter what you do. So it tends to like create bulk around the waist, which who in God's name wants that? Now it does have functional front buttons. It is a nice flouncy fit. It is lined as well. And then you do have the elastic in the back to give you like a nice comfortable fit while keeping the front of the waistband clean. They also sent me a pair of pants, which again, great color headed into the fall season. I love me some army green. This is a thinner fabrication, so while it is cotton, it's not overly thick. It is a little bit dressier with that classic straight leg. Does have functional front pockets, almost like a coin pocket. And then you do have functional pockets in the back. I would say it fits maybe like a mid to higher rise. They are very comfortable on. And what's nice about a pair of pants like these, if this is indeed your vibe, is that you can so easily dress them up as you can keep them casual. I mean, these would look amazing for a night out or even work with a gorgeous stiletto and a fitted top. And then you can just as easily wear it with like a casual pair of booties and a chunky sweater if you want to go out and grab a hot beverage. But let me show you how this pair of pants and that linen skirt looks like with that ribbed neutral top. So next up, I have a couple accessories to show you. As you probably can tell, I love my hats, especially in the fall season. I've been looking for a black one to add to my collection, preferably wool or felt. They sent me this one here and it was really interesting to try because I have to tell you, this is so structured. Like this part here is so structured. I put it on and I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like the Wicked Witch of the West. It totally gave me witch's hat vibes. And I figured out it sits too high on my head when you do have a very structured cap versus something like this that just kind of like molds to your dome. It's more fitted and therefore more flattering, at least on me. If you are looking for a fall hat and you do want a wool one, definitely recommend you at least check this out because this style might look amazing on you. And what I really like about this one in particular is they have a velvet goss grain trim, which you don't see often, but is so perfect for the fall season. So unfortunately, this girl isn't working out for me, but it was a beautiful hat to try on. So I mentioned at the start of this video that the price points on this one ran the gamut from $30 all the way up to $1,200. So I have to tell you, I've never had a Chloe bag in my hands before, and while it was super fun to try, I don't think I'm the type of girl that would ever spend $1,200 on a purse, even if that money was growing on trees outside of my window. There's something about it that literally makes me want to choke when I think about it. However, super fun to look at like in person. I have to tell you, while I love the color of this bag, like, oh, so gorgeous for the cooler months, I just don't like hardware on my purses, so this would have been a pass for me anyway. I also don't like pebble grain. I just think it looks cheap. I love a smooth leather or a smooth suede. It's just so classic. This is otherwise a very nice saddlebag for the right person. It's got that beautiful gold hardware. You also have this nice pocket in the back. I mean, this is the type of purse, obviously it's an investment piece, and for the right person, you could probably wear it until the end of time, and hopefully it will stand the test of time and look amazing every time you throw it on ya bod. Okay, so coming at you low, I've got two more accessories to show you. I've been wanting to add a really high quality solid gold hoop to my collection. So they sent along this pair from Dean Davidson. Love the size of these. Oh my gosh, these are so perfect, like especially for the fall season. I just love the idea of a gold hoop. Not sure I like the design. It has like a basket weave design, but in any event, the size is absolutely perfect. Like these are exactly size-wise what I had in mind. I think I'm gonna keep looking though to find a pair that I'm absolutely in love with. But I have to tell you, I love the fact that you can get high quality jewelry in your trunk. It is just so much fun to try. And then the second accessory they sent me was a pair of shoes. I had sent my stylist a couple pictures of what I had in mind, and while they didn't have anything like that, they did send me this wooden clog here, which comes with a beautiful dust bag, which is a nice touch. I do not particularly care for clogs, and I don't also enjoy a rounded toe. I just feel like I'm wearing grandpa's slippers every time I try these on. But I have to tell you, if this is your vibe, definitely check this brand out. These are beautifully made. It has an actual wood sole, which is gorgeous. It's this beautiful suede, and again with the tone for the fall, oh my gosh. Super comfortable on as well, and thank God they did add some tread to the bottom, so you're not gonna be slip sliding all over the place. So again, while this isn't necessarily my style, I think for the right person, these could be a really good investment. Okay guys, so that'll do it for the trunk that literally had a price point for everybody. And I will say this, I've had people comment that they haven't tried Trunk Club because they feel that their prices are way out of their range. And while a lot of times, yes, Trunk Club can get very pricey, what I love is that they definitely have shown themselves to be able to include reasonably priced clothing. So you might not get a box full of things that are all under $30 or all under $50, but they do a really good job, if you ask them, of throwing those pieces in. So if you've hesitated to try Trunk Club before because of that, I definitely recommend that you just try it out. I do have a referral code down below that'll knock $50 off your first box, which will definitely help cushion the blow if you do get something that's maybe a little bit above your budget. You have that $50 credit to put towards it and really treat yourselves. But in any event, thank you guys so much for spending your time with me today. I hope you're having a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!